Hi, I'm Eric Tomato,
And it is me, once again, it is Matt.
and welcome back to Mindbreakers. We have an interesting film for you today.
Interesting, you say?
Yes, interesting. A 1987 adaptation of an H.P. Lovecraft story called Colors Out of Space, The Curse, with a whopping 5.2 out of 10.
Wow.
When a meteorite lands near his family farm during a storm in Tennessee, the son of a struggling farmer believes it's connected to strange plague-like events afflicting the crops, the farm animals, and even the family themselves.
Spooky.
Stars a lot of people. Will Wheaton as the main character. Notably, his sister Amy Wheaton as his sister in the movie. And it's all introducing this person and judging by performance in this. Please don't. Interestingly, the woman who plays Frances
Yeah.
only did this movie.
Weird. Maybe she just did this one. She was like, you know what? Not for me.
Malcolm Danare, who did... who played the brother Cyrus. He's been in a lot of stuff like this. He's been in the 1998 Godzilla film. He was in Christine.
Huh.
Still working. He was in Godzilla the series. I remember that.
Like the animated one?
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember that.
Independence Day, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Damn, this dude's been everywhere.
Usually plays just like guy on roof or guy doing blank kind of thing. Lords of Discipline, kind of stuff he did. This is notably one of 3 adaptations that I know of Colors Out of Space.
Wow.
There was one made in 1964, I think, called Die Monster Die, starring Boris Karloff. There's this, and then there was that one made in 2018, 2019 with Nicolas Cage.
What?
Yes, which is going to be reviewed on this show, I guarantee you.
I just hear Nicolas Cage and I'm immediately like, I'm ready.
This film, but with Nicolas Cage.
That's exactly what I want.
So, without further ado, let's take another dive into the bizarre and often vaguely unpleasant world of H.P. Lovecraft.
I can't wait.
There are places where nothing ever seems to change. But here, nothing is what it seems. He saw it.
Something came out of the sky. A meteor or something.
No one believed it.
Don't be talking about things you don't know nothing about.
Tastes funny.
It makes vegetables taste weird.
There's nothing wrong with the water.
It's making you sick. Can't you see that?
Now, there's no way to stop the curse. It has come from the heavens, but what it has brought is hell. Will Wheaton of Stand By Me must stand alone against The Curse, a film by David Keith from a story by H.P. Lovecraft.
Well, that film was not cheerful.
I don't think I smiled once. At this entire movie.
We start with a guy screaming that it's in the water, don't drink the water or you'll die. And he gets pulled away, he gets arrested by cops and dragged away.
This movie takes place in 2020? Got him.
I don't get it. What?
Because, like, I remember at some point, like, there was something about some type of water. Oh, no, that was 2 years ago. My bad. Some water contamination. Alex Jones screaming about making the frogs gay.
I don't actually listen when Alex Jones screams.
I don't think anyone ever actually listens.
You would be surprised.
You're right. No, I did a whole report on him. I remember.
Do you think Ben Shapiro's just Alex Jones but coherent?
I don't think Ben Shapiro actually exists. I just think it's something we all kind of willed into reality.
Why would we will something that horrible into reality?
I feel like it's just something that like we created, but we didn't know we created. You know what I mean?
Hubris.
Yes.
He is our curse.
Yes. What a fucking.
Anyway,
thing.
it's but we're 6 months later. No, 6 months earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, that doesn't sound right.
And we're on a farm. And Will Wheaton's working on the farm.
Good boy.
And his older stepbrother Cyrus hits him into... They fight. And then the dad comes and beats them both.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And for the next bit, we just get to know this family. Nathan, Cyrus, Alice, Zach, and Francis. The stepdad, Nathan, is super, super Christian.
Very.
But also not a Christian, given the way he acts, in my opinion.
Right.
Cyrus is a bit dim, I'm assuming.
A little bit.
Nathan will not sleep with his wife. And she cheats with the farmhand.
Classic.
And then a meteor falls from space.
Very big meteor, but not really big.
There's a guy called Forbes who's doing a land development thing and wants to sell the land rights.
Man, not a whole lot happens in this movie, does it? At least in the intro.
And he wants to sell the land rights for a water reservoir, and then the guy comes for inspection purposes. The farm's not doing well, so they're being urged to sell. Forbes gets locked in his car by some dogs.
Oh, yeah. Came by to buy some apples, too. The apples weren't ready yet.
Nope. And then there's a doctor, and then they bring him over to look at the rock. And then it breaks open. I mean, they can't figure out what it is. They can't test any of the samples. And then at night it splits open and leaks leaks mucus over everything.
Sure does.
And then it just continues like that.
Yeah, there's out of its own merry way. Will Wheaton's character, whose name I've already forgotten. Will?
Kevin? I don't know. Let me check. Zach.
Zach, yes.
It's the most 90s name for a non-90s movie.
You're right. I think he tries to tell the doctor what he saw, because he saw, like, trees moving as the thing split open. His stepfather smacks him again or something and tells him he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, he doesn't smack him, not in front of guests.
You didn't do it physically, but, like, you felt it.
Yeah, he slapped him with his psychic powers.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a common theme in this movie, too. Zach never knows what he's talking about. Nope.
Ever.
Never, ever.
But he wants to. The doctor is kind of curious and wants to research further, but his wife is working with Forbes and doesn't want to spoil the deal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that whole subplot.
Then the water's polluted, fruits become big and full of goo.
Very, very full of goo.
I think that's an Invader Zim reference almost.
Sure.
And full of goo. It just sounds like something Zim would say.
It really does.
So full of goo.
So full of goo. Animals start going pretty fucking ballistic.
Alice gets mauled by chickens.
Absolutely.
Cyrus almost gets killed by a horse. Good.
yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, fucking good.
And then Francis starts to go crazy.
Just a little bit.
At first, it starts by her playing connect the dots on the barbed wire wounds on Cyrus's butt. And then she starts laughing and screaming while sewing something to her hand. When sewing something, and it turns out she's sewing it to her hand. That was one of the most unpleasant scenes, because cartoon violence, which is a lot of horror movie violence, doesn't really do anything to me. But, like, actual pain?
Yeah, something that you could, like, probably physically understand. Yeah.
I mean, like, let's say in, like, Friday the 13th, Jason, like, chops a person in half with a machete and blood spurts everywhere. That's like, yeah, it's kind of silly.
Yeah.
That's something, that's itchy and scratchy is what that is, but...
Sure.
If it's possible, it's unpleasant, obviously.
Yeah, because, I mean, we've all kind of experienced, maybe at some point, like, we've all stepped on a thumbtack or something. Right?
Or a
like,
Lego.
Yeah, like, or a Lego. Like, you felt, like, pain just from, like, a little sharp thing pinging at you. So even if it's something like a needle that, like, is to knit something, you still kind of understand that pain. So yeah, that one was... yeah, that one gave me shivers.
So she's starting to lose her mind, and she's growing weird stuff on her face, as are Cyrus and Nathan.
Yeah.
Will figures out it's the water, and so he's not drinking any of the water. He's
actually getting it from the hose.
Yeah, from the hose at the doctor's house.
At the doctor's house, yep.
He's
very fucking smart.
He is. Cyrus goes to pick some... the lettuce is full of goo, and the tomatoes are full of blood.
Yeah.
Nathan is picking some apples. He gives one to Forbes, who comes to harass him. He's like, "Nah, I'm not selling you my land. Go away. But here, have an apple. First of the season." And it ends up being full of maggots. And they are all full of maggots, despite being huge.
Yep.
But before this, the meteor... the doctor just said, at his wife's urging, says it's just like blue ice, like the waste tank of an airplane.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what they say it is. Cyrus and Nathan laugh.
Yeah, because like
funny.
At first it was there, right, and it was this huge,
and then it was not there.
It's just gone.
It's melted.
So like, sure, I guess
this is another movie like last week's where it's not. The problem is, it's a good movie.
Yeah, but you're watching.
So there's not a lot to say.
Yeah, you're watching it for a very specific reason, and that's for everything that takes place with the whole. I don't want to say monsters, but like special effects, yes, because like that's the whole selling point of the movie. It's just like how cool the fucking special effects are in this film. In my opinion, that's pretty much why you're watching. You want to see everything that this movie's gonna do.
There's Will brings a bottle of the water to Zach to the doc. No, Zach brings a bottle of the water to the doctor for testing. And fun fact, most of the movie, the outside scenes, are shot on David Keith's actual farm in Arkansas.
Huh.
And all the interiors are shot in Rome.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know who was one of the producers on this?
Who?
Louis Fulci.
Really?
A.K.A. Lucio Fulci.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Really?
That explains everything, knowing it's the same weirdo mind that brought us Zombie 2.
Yeah.
And Manhattan Baby, of course.
Yeah, no, okay, this is starting to make a lot more sense, honestly.
House by the Cemetery, all that, same guy.
That's funny. That's really funny.
It is, and I like it. I like funny.
I do like funny.
So,
like you said, he gives him the bottle of water to go get tested because he's certain that something's going on in the water. Kid's smart again. I gotta say,
Zach
is smart.
Francis tries to murder everybody.
Sure does.
She tries to kill the water guy with a poker. No, with a knife.
With a knife,
Tries to kill the family with a poker, and she goes all demon-y.
And Nathan just fucking slams her into the downstairs.
Yep. After tying her to the bed, he just, let's lock her in the basement, because she escapes and tries to kill someone.
I mean, understandable. Kind of understandable.
Cyrus is a demon now. Nathan's a demon now.
We're all demons now, except for Zach and his sister.
Zach and Alice. Cyrus tries to kill Alice. The doctor, he goes to, he gets the results back on the stuff in the water treatment plant.
Yeah.
And it's changing the molecular composition of the water. And it's like, hey, yeah, this is really, really bad. It's a new element we haven't seen before. It seems... we don't know what this is. Please tell me no one's actually drunk this stuff yet.
Insert the fucking any kind of suspenseful music that you can think of from an 80s horror film. Dude bolts it out of the building because he realizes he has to get back to that.
Cyrus
to that house.
Nathan's basically gone now. There's actually a really cool scene where he's hammering the door. And that's he's hammering boards to the door, and that's the only noise.
Yeah, that part was cool.
The doctor's wife gets mauled by a dog.
Yeah, because her and Forbes go to the building, right?
Forbes gets his throat torn out by mutant monster Francis.
Yeah.
So they're out.
So the dog's infected too? Was that a thing?
Yeah, they drank the water.
Okay. Just
disappointingly, I gotta say this. I know putting prosthetics on an animal is extremely, extremely difficult and probably cruel.
Oh yeah.
But make a puppet or something.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to see mutant animals.
Well, that's why I thought it was a little bit weird because I maybe I just don't remember them drinking the water. It's just all of a sudden these dogs are now attacking this woman. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
It's like, at least make the dogs look like the Cerberus from Resident Evil, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it was just kind of... I get it, but it's kind of disappointing. It's a missed opportunity, I feel.
Just a little bit, but, what can you do? It is what it is.
There wasn't really a whole lot of, construct creatures in this. It was just makeup, a lot.
Yeah, it was like makeup and.
When I say construct creatures, I mean like the thing from last week's movie, from Alien Factor or something like that. Yeah. There were no puppets or animatronics or anything like that.
No, it was full on makeup and visual special effects, which was again really, really fucking good.
He's slowly hammering the planks to the door, and that's the only sound is him hammering while there's a thunderstorm going on. Mm-hmm. The doc shows up, he gets killed with a wrench.
Yeah.
And then Water Guy shows up to save the day. He gets the kids out of the house. They kill Cyrus with a pitchfork. I think.
They kill Nathan with
They kill Nathan with a pitchfork. Cyrus falls and they kill him with a hammer.
Yeah.
They get out of the building because it's being sucked into the ground. Nathan goes upstairs to the attic to find his mom. She is a melting skeleton, which is depressing.
Just a little bit.
I don't know what he was expecting to do. Last time he saw her, she was a murder monster, but whatever.
Yeah, I didn't get that either, but
and the whole house sinks into the ground, and then there's a news report of the stuff with the water has nothing to do with the events that happened at the at Nathan. What were they called?
I actually don't. I don't remember their last name.
All right, IMDb, can you help me?
Because they don't really use their last name that often. It's only really near the end where they use it. I want to say it starts with a T.
The Cranes. The Cranes.
The Cranes, yeah. I was thinking Thompson. I knew that was wrong.
And it has nothing to do with what happened to the Crane family. There's nothing wrong with the water. and then the trees are waving and more sludge is erupting from the earth, setting up a possible sequel, which there was, but had nothing to do with this.
Damn.
Whatsoever.
I think maybe I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure the one of the last ending shots of the film is actually the intro shot, where they're pulling the is it the doctor out of the building, and he's the one screaming about the water.
Yeah. It's the water treatment guy. The doctor's dead.
Oh yeah, it's the water treatment guy. My apologies. Yeah, it's him.
But yeah, this was it's a good movie. It's a good H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. I personally think the best H.P. Lovecraft adaptations are the ones that don't involve the Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because let's face it, it's impossible to put something that cannot be visualized or comprehended by humans in a movie. You can't adapt that to a visual medium. It doesn't work. So your Castle Freaks, your From Beyonds, your Reanimators work best as movies, I think.
Yeah, I can get behind that. It's a solid. It's honestly a really solid film. It's just like we said. There's not a whole lot that happens, but you're just kind of invested to see the whatever this thing is grow and spread and infect everything, and see the outcome of all that. And it's very, very, very fun to watch, especially near the end. Which it gets kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of films based on this story. Haven't read the story myself. It's not really the best H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, I haven't read a lot of H.P. Lovecraft in general.
I should. I have my bookmark in my book to this story. I should probably read it, but I didn't really want to read it before watching the movie or talking about the movie because I don't want to compare it to the book so much.
Yeah, I get that. I probably wouldn't have done it either, honestly.
It could have done with a lot more going on, frankly.
Yeah, that's the one thing this movie has. It does feel like there's not a whole bunch actually happening in the movie. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of just something wrong with the water. There's nothing wrong with the water, and that's
could have been. It could have gone more monster.
Yeah, I think they could have benefited from that for sure. Have
Definitely.
Some kind of super cool final villain or something.
Or just I know it's not the H.P. Lovecraft thing, but more mutant chickens, mutant horses, mutant dogs, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Instead of just animals that are just crazy,
yeah,
frenzied. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, don't put obviously don't put the prosthetics on the actual chicken, but build the thing.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would have been a lot cooler if they did that. It also would have gave more severity to the situation. It's not just because there's a part in the movie, right, where Zach talks about how his sister got attacked by a horse, and it's probably what's causing it. And Nathan, his stepdad, is just oh, the horse just went crazy. And yeah, but the horse looked like a fucking mutant. Can't really make that argument anymore, can you?
And also still okay. Oh, the horse just went crazy. Yeah, Nathan, your horse went crazy. Do you want to maybe look into that?
Yeah, right. Yeah. The horse attacked my son. Who cares? It's fine. It's a horse. That's not what it does.
He said he was probably teasing him, and yeah, with Cyrus, I can believe that. But
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Because in the Nicolas Cage one, I did watch that one. That's actually really good. The things actually do start mutating.
Oh shit!
But again, it had more budget and it had the CGI, and there's more you can do in 2019 than you can do in 1987.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it's good. It's spawned a series, though it probably shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's
pretty. Could have been better. It could have been
better.
Could have been better, but it's what we got.
I mean, if you want to see young Will Wheaton fuck around with people going crazy and stuff like that, yeah, you found your movie.
And continuing this trend, next week, because I think we're out of stuff to say, even though there's going to be a short episode. Unless there's something you want to talk about this film.
I mean, the fucking special effects for like all the bleeding stuff, not even blood, but like just all the liquid and stuff that was happening in this movie is honestly really damn cool. It's a shame we didn't get to see it a whole lot.
Not a fan of Amy. Alice. I'm not a fan of Alice
yeah.
personally.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot too much, and her crying is really irritating. And
Yeah.
I know it was confusing when I first saw it because when they put the plasters on the pecs on her face, it started to look like she had water and was starting to mutate.
Oh, that's what I thought it was
it's
too.
a little off-putting.
Oh, that's what that was. I thought she also had like the thing, but like Zach was just giving her regular water after a while, so I thought it like dispersed it or something. That makes sense. Okay. Huh.
But yeah, next week we're going to be looking at another space movie.
Oh damn, we are keeping the trend, aren't we?
With tiny furry monsters that like to eat things.
It's a very specific but straight to the point title. I like it.
Anyway, sorry for the shorter episode this week. They can't all be winners. But yeah, I'll see you around. I've been Mark D'Amato.
And I've been Matt.
And stay strong.
Stay strong. We got this. We got this.